Hi Eddie, this is my advanced programming Xamarin Android app. I'm just going to give you a quick run through of this, and then I'll show you the code in another video. So one of the requirements was resource sharing. In one process, two or more threads should share a resource such as a static variable. So when we click on the resource sharing button, we come in and we can see a picker here, and there's a drop down of different counties in Ireland. So I'm going to pick on, say, Cork. So now, one of the requirements is to show the thread when it's created, but it's unstarted. So you can see here, this is just an alert displaying to say the temperature thread is unstarted. So when I click OK, it's going to start. That's awaiting. So you can see it's running. So you can see there's two threads in use here using the same static variable, i.e. Cork. So one is running off and getting the temperature for Cork, and then another one is going off and getting different news for the Cork area and things like that. So that goes through the temperature, so that does the resource sharing on. So we'll show you the responsiveness requirement. So the responsive one, it says in separate processes the main thread remains responsive while two or more threads carry out a long running task. So in here, so we can see two labels there, and the top label there is counting from 0 up to 10,000, and the bottom label is counting from 10,000 down to 0. So you can see that's a long running process. They're on separate threads, and which is not the main thread. So on the main thread, if you click on this button, you can change the color while they're still updating. So that frees it up and speeds up the application. Okay, so that's that one. And then the other one was running threads on different processors. So in another process, a single thread undertakes a task while the same task is undertaken by two or more threads, and we have to implement a timer. So there we go. You can see there's three labels there. We're going to choose a country here, and you'll see a timer. So this is just done on one thread for an example. So we're going to choose, say, New York here. So now one thread, this is all on the main thread, so that's why you can see it's a bit slow. So we see that took 0.041 of a second. So it goes off to the world clock and gets us, based on the time of the device, it gets us the time of whatever area we're there. So it's 4:36 in the morning, and it's 3.5 degrees. So we're going to try the same process on two threads, and just remember the time it took was 41. So we're trying it on two threads, and we'll choose a different area this time. We'll go to Madrid. So okay, you can see there it's 10:36 in the morning, and it's 5 degrees, and that only took 0.4 of a second. So you can see it's a lot faster on the two threads. Now I'll put up another video showing you the code, and because this is Xamarin, it was quite tough, but since it was advanced programming, I said I'd try something advanced. But Xamarin doesn't have a background worker component, so I have that done in a separate app. All of my processes, nearly all, use threading. They have different states. So in the main thread where it keeps responsive, I have after the methods is done. So once the label reaches the 10,000 reaches 0, if the thread is alive, abort it. And to display the methods, there's a wait, and then I've sleep in different areas. So I'll show you that in a different video. Okay, thank you.